Warning: the following podcast includes clips of infomercials which some may find upsetting, anger-inducing, and apt to cause bitterness towards the entire direct response industry. Sean Wilsey and King Bobby Productions cannot be held responsible for any emotional responses to this episode of Are We on the Air? It's time for the podcast, which is all about the world of marketing on television through TV shopping networks and infomercials. Are We on the Air? I'm your host, Sean Wilsey, and for over 29 years, I've hosted shows on cable shopping networks, generating billions of dollars in sales. Now I want to be your guide into this world, explaining what works, why it works, what doesn't work, and introduce you to the people who are making it the success that it is today. Let me repeat one key phrase from my opening script for this week. What doesn't work? Because that is going to play a huge part of this show. In fact, it will play the only part of this show today. Interesting going into planning for this show. I had a friend when I lived in, I still have him, but when I lived in Minneapolis, I knew by the name of Drew Jansen. And Drew was, for a time, a writer on Mystery Science Theater 3000, back when it was, I think it must have been in the Sci-Fi Channel days, so late 90s, before it went off the air there. And he was a bit player. He was on camera a few times, but he actually sat through the writing sessions, 6, 7 episodes. And I remember thinking, boy, that had to be a lot of fun. I just pictured these guys sitting around with a VCR, because it would have been a VCR, in front of their television, watching horrible movies and just laughing, probably drunk, laughing, coming up with scripts, and it was nowhere near that. It was very clinical. It was very, well, you had to sit through some real crap movies. I mean, not funny crap movies that we can turn into comedy for television, but some really bad movies, so it was not fun. That's how preparing for this show was, because I had to revisit not one, but 2 of the infomercials that I consider, without argument, the worst infomercials of all time. I know I told you there would just be one, but thanks to YouTube, I was able to find a clip. It's not even a full episode. It's an 8-minute clip of the episode that is the worst infomercial of all time. Now, this was just happened since I recorded the last show. So the first one you're going to hear is the one I was building up to as the worst infomercial of all time, and then I saw this clip of this one that aired in the early 90s we'll get to in the second half. And we're going to have some fun. This is going to be, I hope, a funny show, but it also is making a point of we're in this industry to make money, we're in this industry to sell things, and there are some very bad ideas, not even necessarily good on paper, but bad ideas that make it to infomercials. Now, the first one is, I guess I would call this the big budget example. The second one, not big budget. This was the big budget example. If you heard our last show, you heard us dissect the success of the George Foreman lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. Big success. So, other companies are wanting to take off on this. And let's knock it off. We can make it better. We can improve upon it, which is logical, and it happens all the time in the world of direct response. Every infomercial, every TV shopping network rip each other off. You can't infringe on patents. That's when you get sued. But as long as you're not doing that, you can, let's say, borrow an idea from someone else. So, the people at TriStar Productions produced an infomercial. Not for the George Foreman lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine, but for their version of it in this big budget infomercial. Strap in.
Hey guys, I'm Hulk Hogan. Stay with me for the next half hour. I'm going to show you my latest invention, Hulk Hogan's Ultimate Grill.
Okay, I got to stop there. First off, as I freeze the image, he's showing his biceps. So, he's he's in a tank top, yellow tank top. He's got a red bandana on his head. And this has to be mid-90s at some point. You'll hear him say, my invention. Remember what I said about the George Foreman grill? He never said I invented this. He said I signed off on this. He saw this idea, and I put my signature on it. Hulk Hogan has just said, my invention. You wonder why infomercials fail? You wonder why commercial advertisements fail? AT&T lost millions of dollars a few years prior to this when they had a spokesperson. This was back in the days of long-distance companies when AT&T was selling long-distance, and I can't remember the actor's name. But he was in the commercial saying, we, meaning he's including himself and AT&T. Well, he's a famous actor. He's not part of AT&T. So he killed any credibility. Hulk Hogan is doing that already. My invention. All right. Let's continue.
Brother.
Finally, a grill that lives up to its name. Hulk Hogan's Ultimate Grill. It's the ultimate because its extra-large interchangeable plates easily transforms your Hulk Hogan grill into a skillet, panini sandwich press, pizza oven.
Okay, listen, I'm already getting a headache, this music that they have going. Remember what I said about 75% of the customers for infomercials are women? They have this loud music that is going. The announcer showing pictures of all the ways this grill can be used. And look, I got to be fair. This is a great grill. As I watched this infomercial in preparation for this show to remind me how bad it was, I would buy this. It takes the George Foreman grill and it actually makes a better product out of it. It has hinges. You can raise it and lower it. It still drains the fat. It's bigger. Interchangeable plates. The reason I threw away my George Foreman grill, true story, the reason I threw it away, I got tired of cleaning it. Cleaning it was a pain in the butt. This has interchangeable plates. It's easy to clean. Anyway, so the announcer's done with his introduction, and let's bring Hulk Hogan and the host of this out.
Simple to clean and is as easy to store as a box of cereal. Here's our host, Bob Wharton, and the man who demanded the ultimate grilling machine, Hulk Hogan himself.
Finally, we've come up with a grill that lives up to its name. It's the ultimate grill, and it's definitely the ultimate cooking appliance. And we promised everyone that they'd love my grill so much that they'd want to use it every day.
Big crowd shot.
Well, let's get started, Bob.
Okay.
Wrestlers.
Well, this is one of the most popular grills on the market. It cooks on a slant, and it may drain.
Okay, here's where they're going to start trashing their competitors, which is not always the best move you can do in infomercials or any commercial. So they have a double-sized George Foreman grill, and they're about to trash it as a piece of junk.
The grease, but what are some of the other problems it may have? This grease is horrible here in the tray.
Well, what happens is because this has no temperature control and because it doesn't have a floating hinge, the hamburgers are well done at the back while they're still rare in the front, and it's a real problem to clean up. Now watch this. We're going to put not just 4 burgers on there, but we're going to put 6 burgers on there.
Hey guys, notice this. These aren't ordinary burgers. These are Hulk-sized burgers.
And we are going to show...
You know that line was delivered to him by a producer. Hey, when the host puts the burgers on, you just say, hey guys, these are Hulk-sized burgers, because they're big. By the way, it is a great grill. I'm serious. I would buy this.
How we get them to cook evenly from the front all the way to the back. Here's where the difference is. On the back of this, we have it raised up so that the hinge will automatically pop up, and then on the front, we push down and we turn the ultimate grill into the ultimate pressure grill.
Oh my God, can we stop with the music? Seriously, it's one of the reasons why I could not do a full episode on this whole thing, because that music is so annoying. Now, anytime you have a cooking show, there is, to steal a phrase, called the money shot. And the money shot in a cooking show, whether it's infomercial or TV shopping networks, is when you cut into that steak. Watch on QVC, and we're doing a whole thing on this. When they cut into that steak, the David is just grilled up, and the juices are dripping from that steak, and it's charred on the outside. You can smell it. You can taste it. That's the money shot. So you need that in any cooking presentation. Well, let's see how this goes.
Of that.
This looks perfect.
Well, what'd you miss? Since it was in audio, you missed Hulk biting into a burger, no shot of the burger, really, and just nodding and going, It would be kind of like if a police officer had just pulled him over and said, "Did you run that red light?" And he just nodded and said, "Mm-hmm." There was no reaction. There was no shot of how amazing this burger is. It was nothing. We are skipping ahead dramatically. We're going to the 7-minute mark now on this. And by the way, this whole time, all it is examples of how this, as a waffle maker, is better than a competitor's waffle maker. I'm serious. It's a great grill. I would buy this. It's $99. It does everything. Interchangeable. But anyway, the execution was so bad. This is the opposite of what I said earlier on the last show about bad product, good marketing. This is good product, terrible marketing.
There is nothing on the market that cooks frozen steaks.
Are those frozen, buddy?
Well, I wonder what's about to happen. There's nothing in the market that cooks frozen steaks. You know what, Hulk? You're right. There isn't. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah, those are frozen.
Okay, get them off there.
Jeez.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to unlock the
These
back.
are frozen.
We're going to unlock the back of the grill.
2-inch frozen steaks.
Yeah, okay. The host is trying to talk about something else. Stop dwelling on the steaks. This is bad producing, and it's bad production. And that music, oh my God.
They certainly are, and we're going to put them on here.
You have to see. And by the way, I'm going to start posting all these. Something I need to remind you. I'm going to start posting all the videos that I put in the show, that I play in the show, on my YouTube channel. So you have to look for Sean Wilsey on YouTube, because all the videos, the ones I did last couple shows and this, will all wind up on YouTube so you can see them. Because the host he kind of just rolled his eyes. He's like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm getting a check. I'm going home.
Those are frozen.
Now, I know you like to have
Are
some
they?
meat and potatoes, so I'm going to take a couple of potatoes. I'm going to put them on here with it. Because these are frozen, they're going to get cooked at the same time. They're going to cook perfectly in about 20 minutes. You're going to have perfectly cooked steaks and potatoes. Here.
Now, I got to admit, that was a money shot. That looked good. I'm serious. This grill, I would buy. Incidentally, they have the website up the whole time. Hulk Hogan Grill. You know what? I've never looked this up. Hang on. We're going to do this live. HulkHoganGrill.com. Let's just see. Good Lord, it's there. It is there. Hulk Hogan Ultimate Grill. Welcome to the website that archives the 8th. That might not be good. The 8th wonder of the world. Clips of the website. Find it on eBay. So let's click this. Let's see what happens. Yep, holy crap, used examples. Okay, actually, it's sold for $99. It's $149, $105, $119. So not that big of an increase. I was surprised earlier today. I happened to search George Foreman's original fat-reducing grilling machine. It goes for more than retail, so that's the original ones. But yeah, so his website says, yeah, it don't exist. Look for it on eBay. Anyway, let's go back to the audio. I swear to you, we're almost done with this, just because I cannot take much more of this. In fact, I got to skip ahead to this part here. By the way, have you noticed? Well, let me hold this thought for a second.
To clean up. That's beautiful.
They're doing waffles.
Quesadilla makers next.
No way.
You ready? One absolutely gorgeous quesadilla.
Again, credibility. The host says quesadilla maker next. Hulk says, no way. It's like he's learning about his product for the first time. So wait a minute. The very first thing you said was my invention. The host says quesadilla maker. You say no way. Yeah, you really don't know anything about your product, do you? Can you see why this infomercial failed? And I'm telling you, great grill. I would buy this. But, yeah, not like this. They do quesadillas. They do fajitas. They do a whole lot of things. So that's why this would have won my award for all-time worst infomercial until I found a clip of this. I remember this one like it's yesterday. I don't know how many times I watched this. Again, it's train wreck television. I love watching bad TV just because it's bad TV. This is the first Easy Mop infomercial, which again was the First microfiber mop. It was orange. I think Anthony Sullivan made it famous. Well, you're about to see way before Anthony got involved. There's a host here who I never saw before, never saw since doing this. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for the waste of bandwidth on the internet, the whole infomercial isn't out there. So this is like 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes. And so this host, who has a voice that makes, who was Nanny? You know who I'm talking about. The Nanny. Fran Fine was the character name. I can't have a real name. Makes her voice sound good. Is the host of this infomercial. And then she has some British guy. It's not Anthony Sullivan. He's the one that made it famous. Out here to demonstrate the mop. Well, she's brought 3 women from the studio audience to make messes on the floor. Oh, just listen to the fun they're having. Because they're all making messes. They all have different types of floor. And this is just good, clean fun.
You getting scared yet?
A little bit.
Baby fur. Oh, what
I
a
thought you
pretty
said a little
mess.
mess, Susie.
I'm beginning to think they're worse than the kids.
Oh, it's funny.
All right, is everyone done? One more? Okay. Is everyone ready? All right, come on over, Thomas. Let's start over here, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
So you have one girl in a kitchen, one girl in a bathroom, and one in a living room. It's all wood floors because it's a mop. So it's wood, linoleum, and tile, I guess.
First, we have Marcy. What do you have for us,
I
Marcy?
have spaghetti sauce and mustard and honey.
That looks like a lovely concoction, dear. Okay.
I thought you said
Thomas,
a little mess, Susie.
Go for it, Thomas. Go for it.
Let's see.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Can we get a camera in here for a close-up? You've got to see this.
By the way, if you have Jägermeister handy, make a drinking game out of every time she says, can we bring a camera in here for a close-up? That's one shot.
Unbelievable. That is amazing.
No, it's a mop. It's not unbelievable.
You like
That
that?
is terrific.
That good?
Wait a minute. Don't be strutting yourself so fast.
Let me guess.
We'll have this mess. What do we have, Jane?
We have Russian dressing and baby food.
Okay, Thomas, go to it.
Do I get to rinse it up first?
No. Just go. Yeah, right? Let's not let him do it. Just go for it.
Are you timing this one, Susie?
Get your
Actually,
Jägermeister
I
ready.
could. Oh, my goodness. Do we have the camera in here for a close-up?
That's 2.
That is unbelievable.
It's not amazing. It's a mop. Every mop does this.
All right, Travis, wait a minute.
Next patient.
Wait a minute.
Going to the bathroom set now.
Don't be so quick. What do we have over here, Anna? Lotion. And you know something? We always have a hard time in the bathroom, right, ladies? You know when you go in there and you try and
maybe
clean
you
all
do.
the gunk and the grime up? It's really a tough room to...
Okay, again, I have to pause this. This is painful for me. This really is painful for me. The audio on this is so bad. Did they mic anybody up? Was this a boom? How did they think that people were going to hear this? I know it's hard for you at home. It's hard for me with headphones on my ears playing this to hear this. I feel like you need a prize for sitting through this show.
So if you can clean this, I think you can visit all of us here today. What do you say?
Imagine coming home to that voice every night.
And notice now, I still haven't rinsed them up out.
Yes, I know.
All the dirt is still in there.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Oh,
Let's see what
my
happens.
goodness.
What's
Oh,
that?
my goodness.
Is
I
that
can't
dog?
believe this. This is unbelievable. Would you look at that? Wow.
And Susie,
Thomas, I'm sold. I am sold.
and Susie, let me ask you something. What's the worst place to be on your hands and knees to clean the floor in the whole house?
In the bathroom, right?
Around the toilet, right?
Yes.
Oh, what could happen?
That's what's so great with this mop, because
Takes
leaks
it,
Oh,
everywhere. Behind the
wow.
toilet.
goes around the
You
toilet.
don't push the dirt around. You
Beautiful.
don't
You don't
splash
have to
anywhere.
clean your mouth.
Yeah, as every mop in the world has ever done.
This is a phenomenal mop.
No, it isn't.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Susie, remember how to clean it?
Uh-oh.
Wring it out.
Yes, I do.
Just dip it in the water. You never have to touch it. You never, ever have to get your hands wet or dirty.
Wow.
Just dip it up and down a couple of times.
So he's rinsing
Now,
it,
this
how
is
much
from
mess was in
all
there?
the messes that we just made.
See all those messes?
which were not that big a
It's
mess.
clean!
Can we bring the camera in for a close-up?
From all of these messes. That's phenomenal. Listen,
That's not
we'd
phenomenal.
like to thank you, Anna.
Oh, please be
Jane
quiet.
and Marcy, thank you very much for your messes. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your messes. Words to live by.
For helping us out here. Okay, Thomas, tell us about the incredible offer
Here
again.
comes the deal.
I'm going to
Here
tell
we
you
go.
right now, Sue. We sold
How
over
much?
1 million of these worldwide.
Wow.
And you can probably see why, right?
That's a lot.
These people will clap for anything. It's so badly produced. If he sneezes into his arm, applaud. They would have.
$39.95. And think about it, it's worth every penny. It's the last mop you ever have to buy. Why would anybody in their right mind go and buy another one of these? Normally
He
you
holds
buy
up
one,
dirty
two,
mops.
3 of these a year.
Yeah.
That's $30, $40. That's what I call cash in the trash. You're still on your hands and knees. Am I right?
Got to admit, cash in the trash, catchphrase sticks in your head. That's maybe the one good thing that comes from this infomercial. My God, you're still listening. What's wrong with you?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. If you pick up the phone and order them up right now, we're going to take $10 off the retail price to make it $29.95. Hold on, folks. And also, if you do call right now, we're going to include a free replacement head.
Wow.
That makes it, what, Susie? 3 years of easy mopping.
That's right, folks.
And not only that, let me show you something. You know how great this material works on the floors?
It's incredible.
We also have the same material for your kitchen counters. We're going to give you not only one. This one is going to save you over $50 only in paper towels. It
That's
works
the yellow
better.
one.
It lasts longer. Why throw your money away, folks?
Why?
Not only one of those,
Yeah.
but we're going to give you 2. We're
Another
going to give
pink
you
one.
3 of those.
Purple one.
Absolutely free as well. How's that
Wow.
sound?
That's 10 cents worth of chamois, basically. Not even. It's microfiber crap.
There you go. Folks, since we're having such a great time here
Oh,
today,
boy.
and I'm in a great mood,
I'll bet
if
you
you
are.
call within 10 minutes,
10 minutes.
as of this second, I'm going to include a second free replacement head right now.
Wow, who saw that coming? What a
You like
shock.
that? You like to get one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, now wait a minute. Let me see if I got this right.
Wait a minute.
If they call right now,
Ugh.
they get the smart mop, and not one, but 2 replacement heads,
Yes.
and 3 smart wipes.
One,
Oh, for the
2,
love of
and
God,
3.
make it stop.
Let's see. That's almost a $60 value, and almost 5 years of easy mopping, all for $29.95.
If you'll shut up, I'll spend
Well,
twice
I
the
think
price.
you better get on the phones and order smart mop right now.
Yeah, let's do that. Is it over?
10 minutes, folks.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. You know they have... Oh, wait, was there more?
Oh, no! Just look at that
there's a
sticky
CTA.
mess.
Oh, no, they cut it off. Okay, thank God. The local station cut that off. The last part you were going to hear was a CTA. CTA is, again, industry term called call to action. It's when the announcer comes on, they kind of recap the deal for a minute, maybe 2, and then get you to call. That's a CTA. Call to action is what that was. I remember that so vividly. I used to work overnights. This was, I don't remember when, early 90s. It was called Value Vision at the time, shopping network. And I came home from work. It was one Sunday morning. And it was on not one but 2 stations at the same time. And I have a VHS somewhere of it because I literally flipped back and forth between the 2. And because they were on like a 10-second, 15-second delay. So I can hear that annoying woman saying her same lines. Can we bring the camera in for a close? She did that like a half dozen times. You only heard it twice. She did that about a half dozen times during that infomercial. It was so annoying. So anyway, I was thrilled. That's the only clip I can find of it anywhere on the internet. And thank God for not wasting internet bandwidth on it. Has to be. But again, terrible marketing, great product. That's the smart mop. It exists today. Anthony Sullivan, who, by the way, was briefly a show host on HSC, I think there was still Home Shopping Club at the time, took it to the next level. It's still there. They sell millions of dollars worth of that. It started like that. I wish I could find. When I lived in Minneapolis, had a chance to watch the original My Pillow Guy commercial. He did public access television on Channel 6 in Minneapolis, and I remember watching that thing a billion times. And I remember at the time thinking, why don't we get this? I was at Shop NBC at the time. Why don't we get this? They never wanted it. He went to QVC. The rest is history. Made QVC a gazillion dollars. Shop NBC, not going to bother. So, but anyway, another huge success story that started with a very primitive commercial. All right, I think we've suffered enough, haven't we? This has been. Didn't mean to do that. Listen. No, next week we have a special show, or next episode, might be a two-parter. I've asked people on my Facebook page to post the questions that they would like me to answer, because, again, I've been in this industry 29 years. A lot of you listening to this, you know who I am, you've heard me, but there are a lot of people who don't know who I am, and you might want to know a little bit more about me, so it'll be a fun way, using questions that I've been asked on my Facebook, specifically for this show. And you can find me on Facebook. I swear to you, I don't do much on Facebook, so don't expect a huge response. But S. Wilsey is the suffix of my Facebook. But it's been kind of fun reading the questions since I just did this. Anyways, I hope you'll check me out at my day job as a host for the Shop LC Television Shopping Network. You can find me Wednesday through Saturday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and then again from 3 to 5 p.m. Follow me on Twitter at Sean Wilsey, and on Instagram at SWilsey. Thank you for downloading this edition of our We On The Air. Please subscribe. Please leave your 5-star reviews. That's always a big, big help to all of us that do this thing called podcasting. This has been a King Bobby production.